Hi, Making Tea lovers. How are we today? So we are at the end of the amazing social day, but just before I leave, I just managed to catch Kenda, who was talking earlier today, and I just wanted to talk to you about the subject of her of the talk, which is a little bit about this. And you need to know about this if you are a marketer. So anyway, for anyone who doesn't know Kenda, she is on Automation Ninjas, and we need to talk a little bit about that as well. So if you'd like to tell everybody who you are, what your name is, what you do, and then we can talk a little bit about this too.
So I'm Kenda MacDonald. I am the founder of an agency called Automation Ninjas, and I'm a public speaker and author. And we specialize in behavioral marketing automation, which is a little bit, really helping people understand how their consumers think and behave, and then creating customer journeys that engage consumers for better ROI from their marketing.
Now, what I took from that was behavioral. Love that. And automation, love that too, because we need tools in order to expedite the process, the consumer buying journey. But let's break it down into jargon-free stuff for people who don't know, shall we? Okay, can we start at the beginning?
Yes.
Okay, so a customer comes to you. Who is your client?
So predominantly SMEs.
Right.
And we work with SMEs to help them understand their consumers.
Right.
So we have a lot of SMEs who are doing things and they're busy all the time.
Right.
And they can be optimizing and automating their processes to help give them a little bit of time back, but also to create more efficient marketing.
Right.
So marketing messages that connect with their consumers, and that's where the customer journey comes in.
Okay. Now, the subject of the talk was basically a little bit about that, wasn't it? And I loved the way that Kenda delivered it. Lots of little jokes, and because your humour was just so quick, it took me quite a bit to figure it out, but when I figured it out, I was laughing my head off. Then there was a bit of a ripple behind me, like that delayed reaction, then someone else is laughing because I'm laughing. That kind of, it was amazing. I loved your delivery. It was so quick. The humour was amazing, but you also illustrated some great points. So you talked about minions and I can't remember the name of the bad guy. Gru.
Yeah.
So can you explain the minions and the Gru illustration? For those of us who didn't attend the session, what was that in relation to?
So we have two different systems for paying attention. So we pay attention with two different parts, two different systems in our brain. So it's a theory originally from Daniel Kahneman.
Right.
So he wrote a great book called Thinking Fast and Slow. He's a Nobel Prize winning psychologist.
Amazing.
Yeah, so he's pretty impressive. But it gets very complicated explaining system 1 and system 2 because the one system is very fast and automatic. The other system is very slow and manual. And we use both systems to pay attention.
Right.
And that's very important for marketing when each system is being used.
Okay.
So the example that I use is of the minions. So the minions being system 1, which is very fast and automatic, very rules based. And so it's kind of like one rule, one minion sort of a deal. One minion can only do one thing, but that's okay. So we've got thousands of them. And then system 2 is this much more cognitive process. It's very manual. And that is Gru. And so it's the play between these two systems is really how our brains work.
Oh, wow, that's amazing. So is this explained in a lot more detail in this book,
Yes.
right? Now, I am so lucky because this literally came hot off the press. And we had an amazing story, actually, because you came to me and you said, I realised that you were at Atomicon and we missed each other.
Yes.
So I was just coming over to say hello, which was amazing. So Kenda saw a few of my tweets and thought, oh, Making's here.
Yeah.
And so decided to come over and say hello, show her face and say, we've missed each other in Newcastle at Andrew and Pete's amazing conference. And I was so grateful. It was so lovely. And then when we got talking, she then explained about her book. And I said, I want to know more about the book. And then she signed it. This is the first copy. I'm so excited. So, where can people buy this book?
They can go to hackthebuyerbrain.com and they can get it from there, and it will be on Amazon shortly, but for the time being it's on the website.
Amazing. Now, you've also been here at Social
Yes.
Day for the last 3 days.
Yes, I have.
What was one of your biggest takeaways?
I think really there was a thread running through all of the talks.
Yes.
And the thread was about meaningful engagement.
Yes.
So really understanding your customer and providing the things that they value. And that is what's working on social. And it is such nice validation to hear that for the businesses that are working to create meaningful engagement.
Yeah.
And that was definitely my biggest takeaway, that, you know, really focusing on the customer, understanding what they care about, and providing that is still the way forward with social, because there's been some cutting edge businesses here.
Yeah, and actually that's a really good point, because I think that it's actually nice that it was featured around a topic as opposed to lots of different subjects. I mean, they all brought to lots of different things, but the fact that we were all consistent, the message was consistent, was really important. So, anything else you'd like to add before we bring this to a close?
I've loved this conference.
It's been amazing, hasn't it?
I've loved this conference, and it's been very similar, but also very different to Atomicon. So my two favorite conferences so far of this year. Yes. And I do a lot of conferences.
Amazing. So did you hear that, folks? So the two best conferences in the UK, Atomicon, so you need to be there next year, and Social Day 20. You need to be there next year
Definitely.
too. Amazing. Well, thank you so much for your time, Kenda. And I'll tweet you later. Switch it up.